Hello, everybody. My name is Mrs. Withers. Could you please enter the classroom now, please? I'm gonna ask you, right, what you would do if certain things happened. Okay? All parts of life awareness. Okay, we seem to be missing somebody now. But we have got Tom, Ben, Miles, and Dan. We are missing Emma. Does anybody know where she is? No, we don't. Okay, that's okay. So, I'll start off with you, Tom. What would you do if you was watching television and the television just turned off and you tried to turn it back on again, but it wouldn't turn on? What would you do? Oh, I would well, basically, this might have been said before, but I wouldn't buy another telly, and I wouldn't bother to have a television. I'd go back to what it was like before televisions were invented. Okay, very interesting. Ben, what would you do, right, if you put your dinner in the oven, you turned the oven on, and then when you got your dinner out, it was still cold? What would you do? Well, I would fart at the dinner, and it would be hot again. So well, even if it wasn't in the first place, my my, my backside would reactivate the dinner. Oh, the girls are that. Oh, you just hurt my arm. I'm going to report you for that. I didn't hurt your arm. I just simply told you to step outside the classroom. Is that too much to ask? No, but you did actually hit his arm, his wrist. And it can be classed as assault even for a teacher. I didn't do that, okay? So stop making up stories. Well, they can back me up. Yeah, we saw it as well. Oh, never mind. Let's just carry on. Ben, come back in. Okay, I will, but don't hit me again. I'll not hit you. Right. I'll give Miles now. Um, what would you do if your mobile phone wouldn't charge? Why do you keep asking silly questions? How's this going to help us learn life? Well, yeah, shut up. What would you do? Well, a mobile wouldn't break. It wouldn't have any reason to break, would it? Okay, and what would what would you do, Dan, if someone knocked on your door and ran away? Well, nobody would do that because I live in a safe neighbor watch neighborhood. Anyway, my mom disciplines me that much I wouldn't even notice. And she would just slam the door in the face. Like what happens on that Home Alone film when the door crushes them against the wall. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm not very happy with your answers. I'm also want to know about your progress because, Tom, you've got a bit more work to do with your score progress. What, coming from you, it means nothing. Ben, you need to get rid of your annoying, disgusting body habits. For someone that just hit my arm, I should be being nice to me right now. Okay. And Miles, you can just, with extra support, you'll be alright. Who said I need extra support? You? Why are you all being nasty to me? I'm trying to teach you here. Because you're not teaching us anything. We're just sitting here. Okay. And Dan, for coping well when your nan died. That is it. You don't criticise me in front of those 3 students in my class about my nan. I'm telling the headmaster. And I'm telling the headmaster that he just hit my arm. No! Okay, I'll try and teach the lesson now and pretend that didn't happen. I'm a good teacher. I'm the one that, got you into the score. I'm going to teach you English, how to spell a word. Mrs. Withers, I'm the headmaster. Can you please get into the office now? I need to have a word with you. No, I'll continue teaching the class. I've got good English lessons, and I'll tell um Dan and Ben to get back in. Mrs. Withers, will you please obey my direct orders now? Okay. The teachers are getting told off for a change instead of the students. This is like brilliant. Oh. Mrs. Withers, get into my office now, please. What? Look, I'm trying to teach the lesson the best I can. But look, let me stop you there, Mrs. Withers. I am the headmaster of the DOOMLIFE school, right? Yes. And we'll start with the Ben incident. You're going to have to fill out an incident report. Because when you are a teacher, yeah, listen, when you are a teacher, you handle the students' behaviour verbally. You don't grab, hit, or even do anything else to their wrist, their hand, because that is a safeguarding issue. And you could end up in police. It could equal to police time. We've got to protect these students because they're children, they're minors. We can't go round hitting their arm. It was an accident. Look, if Ben said you did that, then I have to believe him. And then you don't criticise Dan about his nan dying. Yeah. Because no, it's not yes, Mrs. Withers. It's no. No, you don't. Okay. He's going for a lot of abuse with his mom at the moment, of his nan dying. And he doesn't want you to broadcast it out loud. So you're going to go back to that lesson under my supervision. You're going to teach the lesson properly, like a professional teacher. We're all professionals in this school, Mrs. Withers. Okay. So no hitting people on the wrist. And no criticising people when members of their family pass away. Okay? Yes. And also, Mrs. Withers, I need to just raise this with you. You're in my office now, and I'm talking to you, right? And I can smell egg coming from your backside. Rotten egg and body odour. Did you have a shower or something, or a bath, Mrs. Withers, with soap and water this morning? Because to be a teacher, you need to address your personal hygiene, don't you? Oh, I did do that, and I try my best. Well, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't smell like that from where I'm sitting and standing. Anyway, go back to the lesson. I'll be watching you. And make sure you teach it properly, okay, Mrs. Withers? Because this school doesn't accept lousy teachers like you. Okay. So go now. Right, hello everybody. I'm Mrs. Withers. And I just want to apologise to you all before I continue teaching this lesson. So Tom, I'm very sorry about, speaking out of line towards you. I will make sure I teach the lesson that give you some information about, what the lesson's about. You're talking in riddles. Just get on with it. And I'm sorry anyway. Ben, if I hit your arm, you did hit my arm, and it hurt. Well, I'm sorry, and it won't happen again. And Miles, I'm sorry about being mean to you, and about you as well, about your family situation. Mrs. Withers, you mention my family again, and I'm going to the police. I'll tell the NSPCC about you. Okay, I understand. Mrs. Withers, will you please, instead of grovelling to the students, why don't you teach the lesson? The students in the class want to learn a lesson. So just get on with teaching it. You're wasting precious time. Okay, I am. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna write a mixture of letters on the board, and I'm gonna give you all a piece of paper right now, and I want you all to write down some words using those letters, okay? And then I'll check in a minute. Mrs. Withers, don't let this be an excuse so you can just sit around doing nothing. Why don't you sit at your desk and have a go at it yourself? I am. Okay. Oh, this is amazing, isn't it? We've just spent loads of lessons in this school where the teacher's been shouted at. And I mean, where we've been shouted at, I mean. And the teacher's getting told off instead of us. I know, yeah. You know, this is just great. This is karma for hitting my arm. This is. You hit a child's wrist. What do you expect's a bed of roses? Ben and Tom, you're not even doing your work right. Mrs. Withers, just get into my office now. This isn't working out. Just come here now. I need to talk to you. I know it already stinks in here. No, I will teach the lesson because I'm going to move on to a spelling test next anyway. Mrs. Withers, get into my office now. This is great. I'm trying my best, the headmaster, to do the lesson. Look, I don't know how things got so bad for me. I mean, my hygiene might just be having a glitchy day. But please, I'll teach the lesson. I'll do whatever I can. Mrs. Withers. We have a bit of a, problem, don't we? With you being a teacher in this school. When I hired you, you were all right. You had the qualifications, you had the personality, you had the attitude. But you're walking into a classroom smelling like an English breakfast. And you're basically right. You're hitting students on the wrist, which is a very sensitive area of the body because there's all nerves and veins there and everything, and tensions. And then you're criticising someone about their family situation, which is personal. If you want to talk to Dan about his nan, you should drag him into a private room with me present and do it that way, not just announce it in front of the class. It's humiliating. I'm not. And then you fart and have BO. Honestly, you smell like you've just done a PE lesson with a toileting problem. Mrs. Withers. What? Don't say what to me. You say yes, headmaster. Yes, headmaster. Go home. Have a bath or a shower. I don't care which. Make sure that the bar of soap overrides the what an egg smell in your backside. And come back tomorrow when you're decent. You got a clean body. You dress properly because you look like a tramp. And you teach the lesson like a decent teacher because the standards of this school is high. Okay. So what you waiting for? Christmas? Go home and come back tomorrow. I am. Stupid excuse for a human being.